Hello and welcome to the new Mayo Football Show podcast. The 2018 season got off to a flyer on Sunday as Castlebar Celtic put down a marker with a 4-1 win over Claremorris. Ballyglass came away disappointed as a late goal gave Westport United all 3 points. Straden Foxford came out the right side of a 5-goal thriller in Erris, and no slow start for Ballina this year as they put 4 past Manila. On a day with lots of goals, Ballyhonus hit Bangor Erris with 5, and Swinford warm up for the Connacht Shield semi-final with a hat-trick from Niall Price. It didn't take Celtic long to put their mark on the game as Liam Flatley scored twice within the first 15 minutes. This one, a nearly contender for goal of the season. Claremorris, to their credit, showed great determination, and just after half-time they got themselves back into the game with a goal from Herbert Kowalski, whose long-range cross from 45 yards deceived Mark Vinson in the Celtic goal and landed in the top left-hand corner of the net. Celtic have proven very hard to beat recently, especially at home, and the extra quality in their side came to the fore as Flatley completed his hat-trick before Gerard Boyle added a 4th goal minutes later to seal the 3 points for Michael McNicholas' side.
Yeah, the first 15 minutes we were just talking about it inside. Was first 2 goals I think we scored. There was excellent goals, in particular Flat's first one, bicycle kick, and the movement and the passing was good. After that we left a lot to be desired. The scoreline probably flattered us in the end. In all fairness to Claremorris, I felt that for probably 75 minutes of that, well, maybe 60 plus minutes of that game, they were the better side.
Yeah, we got off to a bit of a nervous start today, and before we know it, we were 2-0 down, which was disappointing. But look, with a young side, not played together before as a unit in a competitive game like this, so it took a bit of time to get used to each other. But after that initial 20 minutes or so, I thought the lads did really, really well, particularly in the second half. They were excellent.
Yeah, look, Flats he's a top. He's one of the best strikers that I've worked with as a coach, and the same can be said for Jason. And Mackie is great. He bombs up and down the wings, and he gives us an outlet there. But we didn't just do enough of that today. We only did it in spits and spurts of the truth patrol. Oh yeah, look, you know what I mean. I would be rather having this conversation now than saying that we played very well. Like, we're not kidding ourselves. We know we weren't good enough. But as you rightly say, the most important thing, 3 points, and it gets us up and running.
Ballina Town were 4-0 winners over Manila as Mick Duffy's young side proved far too strong for last year's runners-up. Goals from Dwayne Helly, Brendan Novell and Dylan McKee had the town 3-0 up before the break. Jamie Cawley added a 4th right at the end, but this was more than enough to see the town pick up their first 3 points of the season.
It's important obviously to get 3 points at home. It was good to see a good crowd at the game, and just delighted for all the boys. It was a tough game. Manila are very good, but we battled hard, and just great to have the 3 points on the board.
The start is a bit tough. They seem to start well, but you grew into the game. Yeah,
like Manila are a very physical team. So obviously we have a younger sort of team, but our boys grew into the game. We weathered sort of the early storm, and we were able to get on top and grow in the game.
You weren't threatened too much, but you made one spectacular save in the second half.
Our boys, as we say, like, we're defending from the top. So we pressed Manila high, and I'm just glad to make a save or just do whatever I have to do. But obviously great to get the clean sheet as well, and that's a collective achievement. Yeah.
Erris Ainthia found themselves at the wrong end of a 5-goal thriller on their return to the Super League as Straden Foxford United came away with all 3 points thanks to a late winner from hat-trick hero Michael Guilfoyle. Guilfoyle gave the visitors the lead on 25 minutes, but Erris were back on level terms 5 minutes later when Pete McArthur found the net after some good work by Kyle O'Reilly and Tom McAndrew. Minutes before the break, Erris went in front as Ryan Ruddy converted from the penalty spot. Guilfoyle struck his second of the day to bring the sides level 5 minutes after the break, and it was Guilfoyle that proved the difference between the two sides as he hit the winner just minutes before the final whistle to seal the 3 points for the men in orange and black. Westport United also needed a late winner as they got their title defence off to the perfect start with a 2-1 win in Ballyglass. Westport took the lead inside the first 15 minutes when Darren Brown got on the end of a free kick and his goal-bound shot was turned into the net by Peter Corcoran after Niall Gallagher took the sting out of the original effort. Ballyglass are always tough to beat at home, and they went in level at the break thanks to a goal from first half substitute Liam Hughes after a mix-up in the Westport defence. John Russell's side were determined to pick up the 3 points, but they had to wait until the 88th minute to find the winner, as Jack Murphy played a perfectly weighted through ball into the space behind the Ballyglass defence, and Brendan Scahill latched onto the pass to calmly place the ball at the back of the net.
It was, yeah. Late goal to get over the line and get the 3 points, so I was delighted. I think first half we were very dominant in the game, and I was delighted with the lads, to be honest, but just a lapse of concentration. It was kind of from our own corner with a minute or two to go, and they got a goal, a sloppy defending from our point of view. But listen, we got regrouped at half time, said to the lads, keep doing what we're doing, get the ball wide and get deliveries in the box. I thought the set plays today were excellent, just needed that final touch. Thankfully we got the goal, we were patient and got it towards the end of the game.
Absolutely gutted, Sean. As I said to you there before you put on the recorder, I'd be disgusted with a draw, so you imagine how I feel at this moment in time. I think that was a great performance from our lads. Got sloppy there in the last few minutes. I think it was into time added on when they got the winner, and like for the second half, for all the second half up to that, I thought there was only going to be one winner, and I thought that was us. But a bit of sloppiness cost us 3 points in the end, or at least 1 point now looking back.
Snugbury United are on the hunt for a third successive promotion, and if they continue to play like they did in their opening game of the season against Westport United B, you wouldn't bet against them. Another opening day hat-trick was the difference between the sides, as Norbert Carroll grabbed all 3 goals in the first half to get Aaron Curry's side off the mark for the 2018 season. Colin McDonald was on target for Westport. In the late game in the Premier League, Ballyhollis Town were much too strong for a new-look Bangor Hibs, as they recorded a resounding 5-1 win. Keith Robinson had them in front midway through the first half before he missed a chance to double the lead from the penalty spot after he was taken down just inside the area. Bangor struggled to get into the game before the break, but they did make a game of it in the second half as Brian McHale curled a free kick into the top corner on the hour mark. That was as good as it got for Hibs though, as Ballyhollis hit 4 further goals in the last 20 minutes through Stephen Nolan, Deo Addix and Hamoud Al-Faleni, and an unfortunate own goal from a Hibs defender to run out easy winners in the end.
Yeah, we're delighted. We worked hard in pre-season to try and get 3 points today. The first game, it's very, very important to get points on the board early in the season, as we found out last year.
In the first half, you didn't have it all your own way. You had it was 1-0, but it could have been more. Should have been more.
1-0. It's probably a fair enough result in the first half. We missed a penalty also, but Bangor were very dangerous from set pieces, especially Brian McKay there from free kicks, and also the general play on the counter-attack. The very good counter-attacking team.
Today, is anyone familiar with Ballyhollis Town? Was there enough of new faces in the starting lineup today?
As I said in the preview, we have a lot of young lads in this year, and it's great to see 1 or 2 of them getting on the score sheet today, and it's a young team we're trying to build for the future, really.
Glenhest Rovers are one of the favourites to make an instant return to the Super League, and thanks to 2 first half goals from midfielder John O'Malley, they secured a 2-0 win over Con Rangers in a tight affair in Beltra. Swinford had to come from behind, but they got their season off to a flyer with a 5-2 win over Ballyglass B. A hat-trick from Niall Price and further goals from Joe Slevin and youngster Martin Murphy gave the home side the victory as they continued their good run of form that has seen them get to the semi-finals of the Connacht Shield. Price had Swinford in front early in the game before Dean Shaughnessy levelled matters just before the break. Richie Dalton put Ballyglass in front somewhat against the run of play early in the second half, but Swinford didn't take too long to get back into the game as Price got his second and third goals of the game before Slevin and Murphy sealed the 3 points for Liam Foy's side.
So Niall, that's a great start to the season. You must be happy with that.
Yeah, the lads did well today. We came from behind and everyone dug deep and we got the win in the end. Second half really showed our character and we played very well, yeah.
And getting 3 goals to start off must be happy for yourself?
Yeah, I was happy, yeah. I'm finally getting the score sheet and yeah, it's good to get 3 points and 3 goals as well.
That'll stand to you now for the Connacht Shield semi-final?
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully now we can kick on and play even better next game now.
And finally, a look forward to this weekend's fixtures. In the Elverley Sports Super League, Ballyhane get their season going with a trip to Claremorris. SNF welcomes Super League newcomers Kiltimagh Knock United and Westport entertain Erris. Manola and Ballyglass, 2 sides desperate to get their seasons kick-started, meet at Carramore, and the big game of the weekend, High Flyers Castlebar Celtic and Ballina Town meet at Celtic Park. In the Castlecourt Hotel Premier League, Bangor Hibs welcome Ballyglass B, both sides looking for their first points. A big local derby as Fahy face Glenhest in the Battle of the Rovers. Ballyhollis meet Westport B. Con Rangers will try and stop free-scoring Swinford at Mount Falcon, and Snugborough face Achill Rovers, who played their first game of the season. It's the first round of matches in the three-store Ballina League 1. Killala host neighbours Ballina Town. Kilmore and Castlebar Celtic renewed their great rivalry of last season, and Manula B host Crossmolina. In the Sunday game in this division, Partry Athletic hosts Mulranny United. And two matches in the Killeen Sports Ground League 2. Balavari Blue Bombers will want to make a quick return to League 1, and they host Hollister, who narrowly missed out on promotion last season. And finally, newcomers Ballina United host Newport Town. But before we go, a big congratulations to Castlebar Celtic's Emer O'Neill and Kilchimon Knock United's Kate O'Dowd, who started for Ireland under 15s as they won the Bob Doherty tournament over the weekend. And also a big shout out to Leicester City's Conor T, who was on the mark for the Republic of Ireland versus Romania, scoring a debut goal in the under-18 match at home farm. Conor's mother is from Bangor Erris, and Conor played underage soccer for Bangor Hibs as he spent the summers at his grandmother Eileen Dean. Well done to the Mayo under-18s, who beat Waterford 2-0 in the All-Ireland quarter-final over the weekend. Goals scored by Owen Prendergast and Lorcan Conroy sealed the win for the side, who now have booked their place in the semi-final on the week ending April the 8th. And a huge thanks to everybody who helped us put this podcast together. That's all from us for this week. See you again soon, and don't forget to get out and support your clubs all over the county.